Music Association's Father's Day Men's Legends Show. And we're so happy to be here on this glorious Father's Day. And we have several gentlemen who are going to represent some of the music icons of the past. Of course, Amsterdam Music Association is a place which was incorporated. What was the year it was incorporated?
1905.
1905. Been in this building since about 1922. It is a place where artists stayed, like U.B. Blake and many others, when they were not able to stay in the hotels downtown. It's a place where musicians found information about gigs. So it's a long history, and of course we've got current stuff going on, regular Monday night jams, and Harlem late night jazz is here on Wednesdays, and we got to give a shout out to the administration, to Charles Lavelle, who's helping set this up, our Vice President Charles Lavelle, and of course Imani Scott, our president, and then we have some of the others like Kim, and I see Russia's back there, and we got to thank Manny for setting up the sound system, Manny in the big room, and Prince, who is a prince of a gentleman, and he's always in the building helping out. Anyway. So we're going to warm up the stage. We're going to do A-Train, because if you're coming to Harlem, the A-Train is one of the fastest ways to get to Harlem. think we've warmed it up. And my name, let me introduce the band. First of all, we got Yvonne Pierre on keyboards. Rob Roberts on the bass. Sergeant Major Fred Wells on the drums. My name is Michael Young. And the character I'm going to talk about and portray to the best of my ability is Satchmo Louis Armstrong. And I'll talk a little bit about him later on. But we're gonna start with I left my glasses on, wait a minute. Willie Gear.
Willie G.
I told you I left my glasses on. Willie G. Is that good? I didn't do it. You got your glasses, Willie? Do your thing, brother. Do your thing. I think this is, you can move it over to center stage.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it the way it's wait. No, it's perfect. Yeah. That's good. No. I was just waiting on it.
Good evening, happy Father's Day.
What are you doing? You're doing dear Lord first.
And June the 10th, while originally recorded for the album Transition, it was later included on the CD issue of Dear Lord. No, I'm sorry, Dear Old Stalker. So I will give you Dear Lord. Central Park West. I'm trying to do this one with my glasses. So that was recorded in October 1960 during the session of this album, Coltrane Sound. Specifically, the recording took place at Atlantic Studios in New York City. I'm just going to give you Central Park West.
Okay, give Willie another hand. Representing John Coltrane. And next, we're going to bring to the stage a young man who is, his name says it all. He's definitely extraordinary. He's a wonder. He's Stevie Wonder, being portrayed by Lorenzo Vaughn. Lorenzo Vaughn. Stevie, you want the mic in your hand?
You can just bring it down to my level so that I can sing. All right, give me 1 second. Okay. Hi, boys in the band. Hello now my family. I am Stevie Wonder. I was discovered by Ronnie White of the Miracles, and I was born May 13, 1950. I just celebrated my birthday. Believe it or not, I just turned 75. And that's a wonder in itself. When I went to Motown Records, Berry Gordy wasn't really impressed with my singing voice. But when I started playing my harmonica, he was very pleased with that. So I signed my contract at 11 years old, and I started taking over my music when I turned 21. And I'm a social activist responsible for Martin Luther King Jr. Day being a national holiday. Okay, cuz it sounds like y'all ready to get into this. You are the sunshine of my life, yeah. Forever you'll be in my arms. You are the apple of my eye, yeah. Forever you'll stay in my heart. I feel like this is the beginning. Though I have loved you for a million years, and if I felt our love was ending, I find myself drowning inside my own tears. Whoa, 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 you are the sunshine of my life, yeah. That's why I'll always be around. You are the apple of my eye, yeah. That's why I'll always stay in my heart. Woo. Yeah. Now play another. You are the sunshine of my life. let me get into this thing. I wrote this song a long time ago, so forgive me if I mess it up. We're gonna let the band play a little bit more. I was studying it on the way here. You are the sunshine of my life. It's gonna come to me. Yeah. That's why I'll always be around. And for that I can love you for a million years. Thank you, fellas, for that playing that music for me. We are going to get into one of my ballads. A ribbon in the sky. Oh, so long for this night I pray that a star will guide you my way to share with me this special day. We're a ribbon in the sky for our love. If allowed, may I touch your hand? And if please, may I once again, so that you too will understand. There's a ribbon in the sky for our love. This is not a coincidence, and far more than a lucky chance. But what it is, and will always be, there's a ribbon in the sky, ribbon in the sky, ribbon in the sky for our love, love we can lose. With God on our side, we'll find strength in each tear we cry. From now on, it will be you and I, and a ribbon in the sky, ribbon in the sky, ribbon in the sky for our love. There's a ribbon in the sky for our love. Get up for the fellows in the band.
Let's give Stevie another hand. Coming up next is Kusik. Kushik. Excuse me for butchering your name. Don't hold it against me. And please tell us your name, the right way to say it, and who you're going to play. Tell us who you're going to portray.
Hi everyone. My name is Kaushik Vishwanath, and I'm doing a tribute to Andy Bay. Now, Andrew Wideman Bay Jr. Was born in 1939 in Newark, New Jersey, and he passed away very recently, just in April of this year. And if you haven't heard him, he's just one of the most beautiful jazz singers, in my opinion. And this song that we're going to be doing for you is one that he made famous. Well, it was already famous. It was by the songwriter Nick Drake, but it's called Riverman.
Came by on her way, said she had a word to say about things today and fallen leaves. Said she hadn't heard the news, hadn't had the time to choose a way to lose, but she believes. Gonna see the riverman, gonna tell him all I can about the plan for lilac time. If he tells me all he knows about the way the river flows and all night shows in summertime. Said she prayed today for the sky to blow away, or maybe stay. She couldn't say. For when she thought of summer rain calling for her mind again, she lost the pain and stayed for more. Gonna see the riverman, gonna tell him all I can about the ban on feeling free. If he tells me all he knows about the way the river flows, I don't suppose it's meant for me. Oh, how they come and go. Oh, how they come
Thank you. Now, the next song we're going to do is one that everyone knows, or every jazz band at least has performed numbers of times. It's All the Things You Are, and this was recorded on Andy Bay's album Ain't Necessarily So, and his version of it is just tremendous. But we're just going to do it the regular old way. So. Kiss of springtime that makes a lonely winter seem long. You are the breathless hush of evening that trembles on the brink of a lovely song. You are the angel glow that lights a star. The dearest things I know are what you are. Someday my happy arms will hold you, and someday I'll know that moment divine when all the things you are mine. Springtime that makes the lonely winter seem long. You are the breathless hush of evening that trembles on the brink of a lovely song. You are the angel glow that lights a star. The dearest things that I know are what you are. Someday my happy arms will hold you, and someday I'll know that moment divine when all the things you are, all the things you are, all the things you are mine. Thank you so much. Happy Father's Day, and how about it for this incredible band? Yeah, thank you.
Okay, it's good to see younger people involved in jazz. And I'd like to say that our next performer is young at heart. He is a member of the new Amsterdam Musical Association board. You know him as he's one of those dangerous saxophone players. We know him as Roby Norton.
Play. I'm in the mood for love. A song that helped make James Moody famous. He played for many years, and one time when he was in Europe, instead of playing the alto that he was used to, I'm playing this in honor of James Moody, who was a wonderful saxophone player, and he got the greatest recognition from playing I'm in the Mood for Love, which they changed the name to Moody's Mood for Love.
Hey, how you doing? How you
Snuggle Up Music by Roby Norton. And probably some of you guys who are fathers because you were playing some music like that. Did I say that? No. Who's next, Doc?
Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry's in the house? Oh.
Go, Johnny, go.
Maybelline. Oh.
Go, Johnny, go.
Oh.
Rock and roll.
Yeah. Go, Johnny, go.
And give a hand for Michael Gray, who was in on the drums. And now we got another dynamic drummer coming to the set, Lee Lopez. I hope you're ready for Chuck.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing out here today? 6:59, October 18th, 1926. Martha and Henry had a beautiful baby boy named Charles Edward Anderson Berry. Look at him. Y'all ready to rock?
Johnny, go.
Are we having fun yet? I'm gonna need some audience participation right here, like we used to do in St. Louis. This was my biggest hit. You're gonna help me out. When I was a little bitty boy, my mama just gave me a brand new toy. 2 silver balls and an orange string. And then I called it my ding-a-ling. Oh my, I like to play with my ding-a-ling. Oh my, I like to play with my ding-a-ling. Y'all know the words? One time I climbed the garden wall. You know I had me a terrible fall. Fell so hard, I heard bells ring. Good thing I held on to my ding-a-ling. Oh my, I'm glad I held on to my ding-a-ling. Oh my, I like to play with my ding-a-ling. Y'all sound good. Can I do another verse? When I heard a crippled creek, the trapping turtle snapping around my feet. Swim so hard, I know how I crossed that thing, with both hands holding on to my ding-a-ling. Oh my, I had both hands on my ding-a-ling. Oh my, I like to play with my ding-a-ling. Now some of y'all ain't singing. The lyrics ain't that hard. Maybe some of y'all got a deficiency somewhere. For those of y'all who don't wanna sing, ain't so hard to be doing that thing. It's so hard you don't wanna sing. You must be playing with your own ding-a-ling. You must be playing with your ding-a-ling. You must be playing with your ding-a-ling. Oh my, I like to play with my ding-a-ling. I like to play with my ding-a-ling. Thank you.
Give another hand for Captain Keith Gamble and his ding-a-ling. And the captain has a residency here. He has the first Monday night, first and second Monday night of each month here. He has a show. So come out for the second Monday night to hear more of Keith Gamble and his ding-a-ling. All right, we're going to take a 15-minute break, and there's refreshments in the back. So as I heard the captain say once, stick and stay. Don't go away. Have some refreshments and come on back. All right, so you've been listening to Yvonne Pierre on keyboard. You've been listening to Rob Roberts on the bass. And we had Sergeant Major Fred Wells on the drums. We also had Michael Gray on the drums. Ray on the drums. My name is Michael Young. And we'll see you soon. 15 minutes. Don't go nowhere. And that was the intermission. This is what happens when you come to Nama. The intermission is fired up. That's a concert right there. So we're going to continue with the featured artists. And I see Michael J. Cox. Is he here? Okay, we're going to start with Harold Robinson. And who's on deck? Mr. Richardson?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to start with Harold Robinson and then Rowdy Richardson. Followed by the one and only Santiago Eddie, Sergeant at Arms for Nama. Yeah, I'm sorry, I put you out there.
My bad, bro.
And this is the Men's Legends show. Okay? And I'm just glad that we could all be here on Father's Day. You know, perilous times, strange things are happening all over the planet. And we're here to celebrate the good news. By the same token, you got to pay attention to the bad news, which is the general news. And the price of things are going to go up, even canned food. I know before the current president was back in office, I started stocking up on sardines. They were like 70 cents a can. And I went back into Key Food, it's like $1.50 a can. Because the price of 10 cans is going up. I mean, tariffs. So anyway, we're not going to dwell there, but I got my stock of peanut butter, sardines, and bottled water. So if they send the Marines and the National Guard to 125th Street, I'll get some extra peanut butter. All right, so coming to the stage, Mr. Harold Robinson. Give it up, y'all. Who that man?
I'm going to try to channel. Well, I don't want to tell you who this. He was born. Let me tell you what he's born as. As Edward Hammond Boatner Jr. Better known as Sonny Stitt.
All right.
Oh, what'd you say that, man?
Well, because you see, Sonny Stitt died in '82. That was before I was born.
Oh, tell me about it. Where's the picture? Before you was born again, baby. You know?
But while they were stocking up on peanut butter and tuna fish, everybody. Sardines. I remember when they were stocking up on toilet paper. So that's a whole other story, right?
That's South the border.
Well, anyway, Sonny Stitt is a bebop saxophonist, and when he was early in his career, they would tell him he sounded like Bird, like Charlie Parker, too much. So he made an album called "Don't Call Me Bird." So this song that I'm going to do is called "I'll Walk Alone," and it's an old song made in the 30s or 40s. But the old songs, what they call the American Songbook, all of those old songs were so beautiful. They came from movies, or they came from showbiz. They came from plays and stuff.
Oh, they had melodies.
Melodies and lyrics that were like crazy. And so this song here, called "I'll Walk Alone," was popular in 1944, written by Jules Stein and Sammy Kahn, for a musical film called "Follow the Boys." But I heard Sonny Stitt play it, and that was over for me. That was it for me. I'm done. No, Sonny Stitt. Don't call me Bird. That's E for intro. That's E for intro.
Give it up for Harold Robinson. I will not call him Bird.
You stuck on me, man. Thank you.
All right, now we got a special treat. I mean, I know it's Father's Day, but we got to mix up some estrogen with all this testosterone.
It's a man thing. It's a man thing.
After all, you wouldn't be a father if you wasn't a mother. Hallelujah. So,
You can mother anyway, right?
Couldn't have Father's Day without Mother's name.
I didn't say that. He said it. But you're right. You're right. So we're going to bring Russia Montanez to the stage. She's got some special words to share with us.
I didn't hear what you said.
Good evening.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, I believe Michael said what I wanted to say, which is without fathers, you couldn't be a father without a mother, a woman, but I do surely understand that we could not be mothers without a man to become a father. And so the title of this particular poem is called He Is Father. He is the shine in a little girl's eyes, the icon of a son in the mirror, a husband to his woman, a provider and a leader, the enduring traits of a real man personified in how he lives. He is the strength of the family unit, the shelter in a raging storm, the patriarch to the ancestral tree. His seed provides legacies to carry on his dynasty. He is stability in the midst of adversity. He rules with a gentle hand, teaches his daughter how to be loved, to accept nothing less than a true man. He instills pride in his son to be the best man that he can be. Once a year is not enough to give credit where it is due. He is a monumental influence to the innocence of youth, a constant pillar of masculinity without a heavy hand as proof. If you had to measure a man in all he says or do, it is in the path he chooses to follow. It is the fruits of his worthy spirit that makes him so unique. A father. The qualities of a hero unsung, 364 days of the year. On this special day, I salute you.
Thank you. Give it up for Russia Montanez, a true queen. And let me see. Let me stir up the pot some more. Okay. Which brother's that? What's your name, sir?
Friday, Richardson
Oh.
third.
Okay. We're gonna bring up Ronnie Richardson, the third, and he's gonna do a Curtis Mayfield song.
Happy Father's
So-
Day, King. Happy Father's Day, King.
And he's been here. He's been patient. He's been chilling, not like a villain. I like your tie, brother. Which one? Give him another hand, y'all. And, you know, the lyrics, I listen to not only the jazz standards, but the R&B tunes. And the lyrics were inspiring. Even if it was talking about a sad situation, but it was always a positive way out. And I listen to a lot of the music today, and I don't hear that energy. It's hard for the children of today to love if they don't hear a love song. You know, that's cool. All right, so we'll keep it moving. Waiting for Mr. Roddy Richardson III. Give him another hand. Now, there's a rumor that there's a gentleman from Harlem Late Night Jazz, AKA Paul Griffin, is in the house. Is that true?
AKA knocking cold.
I think, wait, who's that guy back there dressed, got my jacket on, bro? Take that jacket off. I think that's Paul. Are you ready? You gonna munch and crunch or what you gonna do? Give a hand to Paul Griffin.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I get a chance to participate in this Father's Day. I want to wish all the kings here and who are in heaven, and just want to sing this dedication to when I fall in love, it will be forever, or I'll never fall in love with you. Like a restless world, like this is, love is ended before it's begun, and like many moon kisses, seems to cool in the warmth of the sun. When I give my heart, it will be completely, or I'll never fall in love with you. And the moment I can feel that, you feel that way too, is when I fall in love with you. Pierre. And the moment I can feel that, you feel that way too. It's when I fall in love
Happy Father's Day, everyone.
with you. And the moment that I feel that, oh gratitude is when I fall in love with you. Thank you.
Give it up for Nat King Cole, aka Paul Griffin. And I want that jacket when you finish tonight, young man. Yeah.
Y'all, we gonna leave me naked, man?
And Nat King Cole, I believe he had a TV show for a while back in the, back in the day. And we got to give a shout out to people like Ed Sullivan, because I remember being knee-high to a grasshopper, and when there weren't many people of color featured on television, Ed Sullivan was bringing out some of the tops. Yeah.
I got something to say about that.
So now we got another young man. He's dangerous. He's a sergeant of arms at Namak. Eddie Santiago.
Yeah.
And he can do whatever he wants to do. He's gonna sing a song by Tommy Edwards. Okay? So coming to the stage now, give him a hand, y'all.
I lost my cell phone there, man. But I had all the notes about this guy.
That's why you ain't called.
That's why I go. Oh, yeah, okay. Call me again. What the hell's that from? All right, I'm about to lie about this alternate news, alternate information. The tune, it's you heard on the radio. It's On the Game. The song was written by the Vice President of the United States to Calvin Coolidge in 1911. He called it Melody in A Major. He was a businessman, but also he's a musician. He played piano, and he wrote the tune. 1911 didn't have any melodies. The melody was written by whoever my telephone is, and I can't find it. And he wrote it in 1951. And there was a few recordings of it, include, I think, Donna Washington recorded it, Nat Cole did, a few people. And what's his name? Tommy what?
Tommy Edwards.
Tommy Edwards did it. Tommy Edwards was born in 1922, and he died. He had 47. He lived a short life, but he recorded in 51, and then somebody had him recorded again in 59. That's when it became rather, famous. So. Many your tears have to fall, but it's all in the game. Always right. It's all about a wonderful game that we call love. You had words with him, and your future's looking grim. all about things your heart could rise above. Once in a while he won't call, but it's all in the game. Soon he'll be there at your side with a sweet bouquet. He'll have kissed your lips and caress your waiting fingertips, and your heart will fly all away. Soon he'll be there at your side with a sweet bouquet, sweet bouquet. What's wrong with you? I don't know where I am, but I'm a little wild bouquet. He'll have kissed your lips
never know. I don't want to tell you that he also plays some keyboards. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not going to tell you. I'll take it to the grave with me. I ain't talking. Shh, don't sleep. All right, I've decided that, let me speak English. I knew I wanted to be part of the show. And I thought about who should I try to portray or talk about. And Manny's here? Oh, come on, man. Where is he? Oh, good. I can read my notes some more. Okay, right. All right, we're gonna bring to the stage. You heard the half of the Montanez team, the best looking part. And here we have the other talented part of the Manny Montanez team, Manny's Boogaloo. So without further ado, give it up for Manny Montanez. Suave.
All right. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers. Yes. And a very, very special thank you for all the ladies for allowing us to be fathers. Can I say something about Bobby first? I'm going to be real quick about Bobby Womack, all right? Because there's so much I can say about him, right? I just made a couple of key points and whatnot. I guess I'll start and get out of the way all the headline, right? Because Bobby slept with Sam Cooke's wife. Right. Anytime you talk about Bobby, yeah, that's what he did. Right. Yeah, and if you get that, Sam Cooke's wife slept with Bobby, you know? But but to get that out the way is like, Bobby Womack been through a lot besides that headline, okay? And he felt it was his responsibility to kind of step in to his mentor's wife, widow, and whatnot. They got tribes back in the motherland that's a responsibility. The sister or brother got to take over for brother or sister, okay? So back in those days, everybody's talking about Bobby and how tribal he was, but it's like, come on now. There's worse things happening and they're both consenting adults. But it goes on, the story goes on, Sam Cooke's brother beat Bobby half to death. Okay?
And his wife.
Quiet as he kept. No, he didn't beat his wife to half to death. Because Bobby had taken the bullets out of her gun because she was going to shoot her ex-brother-in-law for beating on Bobby. That's what's not told and whatnot. She was willing to put her ex-brother-in-law out of here for messing with her man. She had other boyfriends before Bobby, and then Bobby kept chasing them off because they were no good for her. So she finally said, look, if you're going to keep chasing my boyfriends off, then you might as well be my man. All right? That being said, a lot of people don't know that Bobby was a musician, okay? On top of all that mess. He was known as the preacher, the poet, right? Bobby Womack, born in 1944. I'm not going to give you the Wikipedia, but one thing is, Bobby was born poor. Everybody has been to Cleveland, Ohio, in the modern days, can imagine what it was like back in those days. I'm talking about dirt poor. There were stories that Bobby and his family had to look in garbage cans for dinner, and sometimes they didn't even find it. That's where Bobby comes from. So he had like a rough, rude attitude. I think he earned this, okay? Life put it on him, all right? He came from a big family. Between just his mother and father, Bobby had 30 uncles and aunts. His father had like 8 sisters, 7 brothers. His mother had like 8 brothers, 7 sisters. All right? And Bobby was the 3rd oldest of 5 brothers. To go on, of course, bad news too. Yeah, he slept with Sam Cooke's daughter, right? Everybody knows that. Oh no, you don't. But still, after everything was said and done, I mean, that's when Sam Cooke's ex-old lady shot Bobby, right? But even after that, the Sam Cooke daughter went on to marry Bobby's brother. All right? So when y'all go back and get that story, get the whole thing, right? Right? And before the musicians, before the Valentinos, right? When Bobby started off in a group called the Valentinos. Before then, Bobby was actually singing gospel in church. That's where he started. And they started a group called the Womack Brothers. Before there were the Jacksons, there were the Womacks. And Papa Womack was just as bad as Joe Jackson. If Bobby broke a string on his daddy's guitar, in order not to get a whooping, Bobby had to play the guitar, and Bobby was left-handed. So he would have to play his daddy's guitar upside down. Upside down, and not miss a chord, all right? Just a few things. So, you know, life was rough, just like the Jacksons. But a lot of people don't realize that before there was Jimi Hendrix, there was a left-handed Bobby Womack. Right? And Bobby was hit with a lot of tragedy, if you can imagine. Everybody in the aftermath to say, oh, well, everybody has tragedy. You know, it was the death of his brother in the hotel room, where his brother came out into the porch with a knife sticking out of his neck and nobody helped him. And he died. All right? And then the death of his infant son, 2 years old, that got trapped between the mattress and the wall and got killed. All right? And then the death of his eldest son, who took his own life. So we can imagine, well, what drove Bobby to drugs and alcohol and everything else. All right? Everybody says there's no excuse, but remember those days, all right? As a musician, Bobby was influenced, and he crossed paths with, of course, Sam Cooke, who was his mentor. In the beginning, there was James Brown, Ray Charles, the Blind Boys. That was one of the gospel groups that they used to compete against when they were young, when he was just 10 years old. When he was just 10 years old and with the Valentinos and they wrote their first song, a young group came to him, or came to Sam Cooke, because they wanted to record their first song. All right, and Bobby was upset about it, okay? But Sam Cooke told him, hey, the name of this group is the Rolling Stones, okay? And they recorded the Valentino song, and it went to #1, and that was Bobby's first $30,000 check. And Sam Cooke taught him about, hey, publishing, hold on to your rights and your things, because that's what matters. That's how you're going to feed your family. The Rolling Stones, okay? And went on to the OJs. At that time, they were not the OJs, they were the Mascots. That's how early Bobby was crossing paths with all these folks. All right? Solomon Burke, Wilson Pickett, Aretha Franklin, Dusty Springfield. Matter of fact, Wilson Pickett was the one that helped him get back after his first stint with heroin and everything else, okay? And because after he married Sam Cooke's wife, the radios would not play his music, okay? They would not cut his records. You know, he was broke. And he went to what a lot of us go to, the bottle and drugs, all right? Janis Joplin, okay? And I'll start after this, okay? And I'm giving you the short version, okay? Because not too many people know about Bobby, you know? Janis Joplin had him to write songs for her, okay? And you know Janis Joplin's famous song, Mercedes-Benz, right? Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? She wrote that song after riding in Bobby's Mercedes-Benz, all right? At the studio, Janis and Bobby were doing their thing. Janis's drug dealer was coming over, okay? And Janis told Bobby, well, you got to go, my man's coming, we're gonna make a deal with her. And Bobby left, all right? Because business is business. Right after that, Janis Joplin OD on heroin. That same instant, that same night, the next day, okay? And she was gone. All right, and to include that, he ended up doing duets with people like Patti LaBelle, you know, and others, and I can go on and on and on. All right. But Bobby Womack, baby, and all that, whenever I talk to anybody about Bobby Womack, they're like, yeah, he slept with Sam Cooke, right? Yeah. He was an artist, okay? For his time, he was a genius, and he went from the bottom up, back to the bottom, and back up, and he would die later on.
Sound like bird.
He would die later on. They're not sure of what, but he beat cancer, all right, and then there was diabetes and everything else. So at the age of 70, Bobby left us. Yeah? But his music lives on. And I picked this particular song because everybody knows how I feel, right? Especially that lady back there catering or whatnot. I listened to Bobby in a foxhole in Southeast Asia, okay? And that's what kept me hanging on. I listened to these songs when I was in combat zones and so on, and they become personal for me. So this one is personal for me. So I hope I don't mess it up like I mess up everything else personally.
Yeah, history was good enough, man.
No. Let's see if I can do this without messing it up.
That's the way I feel about it. That's the way I feel about you.
You know, life is kind of funny sometimes, you know? Everybody wants love, but everybody's afraid of love. I can tell you that. So no. And it goes something like this. You're pushing my love a little bit too far. I don't think you know how blessed you are. And your plan Annie Mae tell you all she see. Did you ever think just trying to get next to me? Think it over, girl. I know you've been hurt, but so have others too. But that's the sacrifice that love will put you through. All right. Trust in me, my dear. Have no fear. You don't know, but God might have placed me here. That's the way I feel about you. Please answer love when it comes knocking at your door, baby. Cause what's knocking on your door, the world don't have enough of you. I know you've been hurt, but so have others too. There's a lot that changes
that life will put you through. Oh yeah, that's the way I feel about you. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the way I feel about you. That's the way I feel about you, baby. That's the way I feel about you. Oh, 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 Lord, yeah. That's the way I feel about you. Don't take my love as a sign of weakness. Check into the situation, girl. Dig it a little bit deeper. I know you've been hurt, but so have many others too. You gotta act yourself to change it that life will put you through. Yeah, that's the way I feel about you. Well, 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 well. That's the way. That's the way I feel about you, baby. That's the way I feel about you. Ooh, yeah. Come on, Bobby. Let me hear some of that. That's the way, that's the way. Oh, yes. I'm just trying to tell you like it is, baby. When you find love, you just hang on to it as tight as you can. Yeah, oh, yeah. That's the way. That's the way. That's the way I feel about you, sir. That's the way I feel about you. Everybody sing, baby. That's the way I feel about you. That's the way I feel about you, baby. That's the way I feel about you. Oh, Lord. That's the way I feel about you, baby. That's the way I feel about you. That's the way I feel about you. Yeah. Thank you. Just a little bit about Bobby Womack, okay?
All right. Give it up for Mr. Montanez.
Thank you, baby.
And who was he talking about? What was that? What was the artist's name? Bobby who? Bobby who? Okay. I want the horn players to get ready.
Hello, everybody. I'm here. I just want to introduce our next performer, and I want to thank Michael Young for being our MC today. And I also want to thank all the musicians and everybody who participated, because it was a little hectic in the beginning because I procrastinated a little bit and I didn't get started when I should have. So I want to thank Kim Austin. I want to thank Imani Scott, Deborah, Russia, Mike, Yvonne, Captain, Rob, Fred, Willie, everybody for helping out to make this a big event. And so our next performer, well, thank you. Thank you. So our final performer is, let me see this, I'll tell you who he is. His nickname, he was born August 4th, 1901, and he died July 6th, 1971. His nickname, Satchmo, Satch, and Pops. He had 3 nicknames. Was an American trumpeter and vocalist. He was among the most influential figures in jazz.
His career spanned 5 decades and several eras in the history of jazz. Armstrong received numerous accolades, including the Grammy Award for Best Male Vocal Performance for Hello Dolly in 1965, as well as a posthumous win for the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 1972. His influence crossed musical genres with inductions into the Downbeat Jazz Hall of Fame, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and the National Rhythm and Blues Hall of Fame, among others. So, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mr. Louis Armstrong, who will be singing for us through Mr. Michael Young, What a Wonderful World. And our finale will be When the Saints Go Marching In, which we would like all the male men who performed today to participate in that grand finale. Ladies and gentlemen, Satchmo.
And I have to add that Pops invented scatting because he forgot the words on the recording session. And also, he introduced improvisation because before his groups, people used to just play like an ensemble. So I'm not gonna sing like Pops because I can't do it. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, smile on the faces people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies crying, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky. Smiles on the faces that I'm passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I watch those babies grow. I wonder how they're gonna learn much more than I ever knew. 'Cause they got the internet too. Watching. It could be a wonderful, wonderful world. Give me a little chorus. Top. Ba 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 dee da ba 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 dee ba 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 dee da ba da ba 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 dee 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 ba ba da ba 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 da ba 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 da dee ba ba da ba 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 da dee ba 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 da ba dee ba da ba 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 da ba ba We're gonna do the Saints, all hands. 10-13, all hands. G. Come on now, don't be shy now. Matter of fact, let's go to church. Everybody stand up. Stand up. Come on in.
When the saints
Marching in.
go marching in,
When the saints go marching in.
I wanna be like them in that number. When the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in.
Civil rights issue. When in Little Rock, Arkansas, when little black children had to be escorted, were fighting to get into schools in Little Rock, Arkansas. That was 1967. Louis Armstrong went to the White House, talked to President Dwight David Eisenhower, and got him to send in the troops that escorted the children into Little Rock, Arkansas, and helped break the back of segregated schools in the South. So I wanted to say that.
Thank you. Nama, what time is it? Okay, we have collected $30 on this evening. Can I ask someone who did not participate to please draw the winning ticket? Okay, thank you. Didn't we enjoy Stevie Wonder this evening? And let's give another round of applause to all the gentlemen of Nama, and happy Father's Day.
When you call me Big Papa.
That's I'm hip hop.
We have the winning ticket, and the last four numbers are 6330. 6330. 6330. Okay, you got 6330? All right.
Yes, that's right. And we want to say thanks to Nate. Nate Williams is recording, as well as Manny. Some of this is on Nana's Facebook, New Amsterdam Musical Association, the live stream. And Nate will be providing us a finished copy of the edited version. All right. And thanks again to Les Artistes with Yvonne Pierre, Fred Wells, and Rob Roberts.
And we want to say Happy Father's Day, not just today, but every day. May you continue to shine your light. We truly enjoyed the night. Standing ovation. Can you all hear me? Can you get up and say congratulations today? Happy Father's Day. Woo! Now get in the line, get in a group shot so we can take a picture of all of you together. Charles and Michael, come back up, and Maddie. We want to take a group photo.
One group photo to capture this historical moment here. Father's Day 2025 was definitely amazing. Michael, come on, Michael, right. All right. Our group shot is going to be taken by...